Students, good evening. Students who are in the online, am I audible, students? So let's start the discussion. Now, last class, we started discussing about data types. As a part of that, we already in the discussion of what? Fundamental data types. How many data types are there in Python? 14. Can you tell me 14 data types in order? Int, float, bool, complex, str, bytes, byte array, range, a list, tuple, set, Trojan set, dict, none type. Stand up. Tell me. Int, float, bool, complex, str, array, Hyderabad, Bangalore. One more array. Okay. One more array, some other array, another array. You are not spelling it out. That is a problem. You are not spelling it out. When we are saying, you are saying like that you are moving. When you go to an interview, if we say array, some other array, they will ask who is your faculty. You will tell my name compulsory. Problem, right? Read the notes before come to my class. Sit down. So all the students need to read daily. Are you reading daily? Reading daily? Huh? Not saying confidently. If you don't read daily, if you don't read without coming, lot of problems will come. One thing, are you taking morning breakfast? Come on. Afternoon, evening, middle, some snacks, jalebi, etc., pani puri, etc. You will take. And almost you are eating 4 times. You need to read 1 time or 2 times notes. When you take this food and everything, you will become bodybuilder. Because of that, no job will come. When you read notes, your brain will build, job will come. Body builder, brain builder. Huh? So read. Without reading, if you come, you will first 10 days okay, 15 days okay. After that, you will be bouncing. Subject will bounce. Right? Be careful. Read and come. By seeing some of the faces, I feel that you are not touching the book. I'm feeling like that. Be careful, read and come. That is my sincere advice to everybody. Be careful. Now, come to the point back. Fundamental data types already completed. What is the use of fundamental data type? To store single value. What is completed already? Int. Int data type is used to store integer data plus to store different number systems. Definitely interview will ask how many number systems are available. 4. You need to tell 4. 4 how to store 0b data, 0x data, and next is what? 0o data. 0x data is called exa. Yourself. White shirt. 0b data is called silence. 0b data. 0o data. Yesterday present absent. Absent. Online also absent. Online, offline, both absent. Then where you went? Problem now. Should not be absent. Should have. So once you are absent, at least read the notes. If online, offline, both of them absent, you are completely out of line. Either online or offline. If you are both the lines, you are not there, you are out of line. You are not in job line. Be careful, students. Okay. So suppose you are unable to attend the class. You are with friends. Log in with mobile. At least you can hear my class now. Completely out of line means it's a problem for you. Okay, now don't miss my class. It's my last and final appeal to everybody. Now I'm going to already int is completed. At the same time, most important concept also I was covered. base conversion functions, which are very, very important. These points I explained it, and I posted base conversion calculator also, students. Base conversion calculator also, I calculation part, some small tips I entered. In further, I will write the coding for that. Related to that, I was explained already. Today I'm going for which data type? Float data type I am going to enter. Float data type I am going to enter. Okay, let us start understanding about float data type. See students, now I'm going to talk about it. Float. Now, what is int? Class. Predefined class అని చెప్పాను. Class కాదు, predefined class. Predefined class. Of saying, of eating. Danger. What is float? Yes. Now I'm going to write it. First, try to follow me how I am explaining. For anything, you have to get two things. We have to follow the teacher and you have to follow how teacher is explaining. Teacher explanation is useful to you, how you need to present the subject in interviews. Correct? At the same time, that will improve your communication also. Only sitting in the class like statue without opening the mouth, same tendency will be continued in interviews also. That's why follow me carefully. Float is one of the predefined class. Predefined class and treated as predefined class. Predefined class and treated as which data type? Fundamental data type. Fundamental data type. Very, very important. What is the use of this float data type? I am writing. So the purpose of float data type is very simple to understand today. Is that to store real constant values. To store real constant values. To store real constant values. It is also called as what? Floating point values. Floating point values. Nothing but numbers with decimal places. Numbers with decimal places. I mean, don't come late. Numbers with decimal places. Numbers with what? Decimal places. My dear students, numbers with decimal places. Very good. Dear students, after finishing that, now I'm going to enter into the example. Example part I'm going to take it. So numbers with the decimal places such as if you want percentages, percentages. So like your college percentages, CGPA, your CGPA, your CGPA. Next is called percentile, percentile. If you write any JE mains like that, percentile will come or not. That also 99.92, 98.3456 like that. Percentile. Next is called a commission. The bonus the insurance companies are giving to the customers 3.4 and government is giving DA 3.4 for every employee. That are all called what? Numbers with what? Decimal places, etc. SNO, SNO, HTNO, EMPNO, account numbers, these are all called what? Integer data. These are all called what? Float data. Right. Let me give you the example. Some more points I will write it, students. Some more points I will write it. And followed by example also I want to cover. And some arrows I kept it. In that arrows I will write the points. So here, students, see here, I'm going to say, here I'm going to write it. Examples. Let us go to where? Python command prompt. Do you know how to go to Python command prompt? Yes. So go to this place. Here I am having shortcut. You also keep shortcut, or if you want to go directly like how I shown you, I am going to show for my convenient purpose. Here it is available. Python 3.12.3. There I am going to take it, students. A is equal to 12.34. 12 is called what? Integer part. 34 is called what? Decimal part. A comma type of A. Type of A. I said yesterday's class print function and then type of function. And this is called what? Value. And whose type is what? Float. What is the float here? Class. What is A here? Object. What is 12.34? Very good. So literal object class. Literal object class. Every literal stored in every object need. This is circular. It's very, very important. Okay, students. Now I am taking A is equal to 10, B is equal to 1.2, C is equal to A plus B. Come on. Print A comma type of A. What is the value of A and type of A? 10 and int. 10 and int. Print of B comma type of B. Speak out all of you. 1.2 and then float. 10 plus 1.2, 11.2. What is the type of C? Float. Float. Type of C. You need to go forward like this. See, this I will carry forward. I am going to take up this example. This is called the value which we have. Here I am going to take it one more situation. This is the value of A. This is the value of B. This is the value of B. Taking. This is the value of C. This is the value of C. And this is the values available. Okay. This is the basis. And I forget to tell you the word called what? Real constant value. Let me elaborate what is the meaning of that. Students, what do you mean by real constant value, ma? Anything is in the form of P by Q, where Q is not equal to 0 is called original meaning, mathematics meaning of real constant value. 22 by 7. 22 by 7 is called what? 3.141 something. So big number will come. Is it a real constant value or not? Real constant value is nothing but integer part plus what? Decimal part. Both of them together is known as what? Real constant value. Nothing but floating point value say. 22 by 7 students. Print of 22 by 7. 22 by 7. I'm getting this type of answer. It is called one type of what? Floating point value. Floating point value I am writing. 22 by 7. Directly this output is coming. Are you able to follow? Well, next student, this part directly, some students are already aware of it. But what is the specialty of my class today? Now students, online students, up to here is it clear? Next I'm going to 7th line. In your school days, you studied mathematics? Hmm? Studied mathematics? Yes, studied mathematics. There we are having, the concept called scientific notation, scientific notation, scientific notation, scientific notation. My dear student, I don't allow this much time if you come late. Every day you are coming late. And first time, actually, my class will start at 6:10. 6:10. Actually, 6 o'clock. Actually, supposed to start. I'm giving 10-minute grace period to join in the class. If you come 6:23, 6:55, 7:50, 7:20 like that, I never allow anybody. Last part is 6:15 is the last student will enter into my class. After that, if you come from tomorrow, I never allow. Today I will allow. Tomorrow onwards, I never allow. Okay, na? This is for your betterment, I am saying. My class, on time you need to come if you like it. Otherwise, join online. Okay, na? Don't waste your time. Don't waste my time. Come in. Today is the last. Tomorrow onwards, I don't allow. Or you tell me, is it okay? The timing is okay. Option A, 6 o'clock sharp. Option B, 6:10. Option B, 6:10. Option C, 6:15. Option D, anytime allow, sir. Anytime allow, sir. Option A, 6. These are all sharp timing, sharp. What is your choice of following? Whatever you say, I will do that. Option A, 6 o'clock. Sharp. And after 6 o'clock, nobody allowed. So how many of them prefer A? Raise the hands. A. That much sincere, huh? Okay, very good. Okay. Okay, 6:10. 6:10 on sharp. Okay. Sincere. Okay. Next, 6:15 last. Sir, up to allow 6:15. Allow up to 6:15. All of them are very sincere, huh? I am only not sincere. Huh? So, anybody D? Nobody. So, this you don't like to allow. That I am fixing to allow. And the last time of yours, I am taking to allow. Okay, na? Because you are all very sincere. But I am taking this time. Last, my doors will close. What do you say? Is it committed, everybody? My dear student, don't misunderstand me. If you come late, I don't lose single NP from my packet. If you come late, for example, whatever the time I am explaining, you will lose that concept or not. If that concept will come in the rest of the time in my explanation, you won't understand. Tomorrow you will come early. That early time coming is okay, but the same concept tomorrow may continue because of the first 10 to 15 minutes absent. Today suffer, tomorrow also suffer. Wherever that concept is coming, you are suffering a lot. See how much danger that late is. So that's why I put a restriction in my class from my beginning of 26 years onwards. This is my timing. I will go on time. My students also will be on time. Okay now? So please don't misunderstand. That is a good timing. Okay? 6:15 last to enter into the class. After 6:15, I never allow anybody. Now, coming to the point back, in Python, there is no double data type. There is no double data type because float itself will organize the data from what? Smaller value to what? Bigger value. Because everything is organizing in the form of which type? Object. In C language, you take it. There is a int data type, signed into, unsigned into, long into, signed long into, unsigned long into. So many ints are there that are all called what? No faculty will explain to you. Even they explain, you will not understand. Why? Blackboard, white chalk piece concept, that is pollution. Because of pollution, what will happen? Health problems will come. But here, everything is echo. Practical education, this is. So in Python, there is no concept of what? Long into, signed into, those things are not there. Int itself can take what? Smaller value to the bigger values it can hold. There is no other division of int data type. Float also same. In C programming, float is there, double is there. In Java also, float is there, double is there. In C#.NET also, float is there, double is there. But in Python, there is no double data type, only float is there. Ranjit, I hope you are getting me. Are you able to follow, students? Is Python contains double? No, there is no double data type, only float is there, which can hold smaller value to bigger value. Okay, let me continue, my dear students. In your school days, mathematics I'm taking. Mathematics. The school days mathematics is very, very important in your career of data science nowadays. Okay, now? Okay, now I'm going to take out. In that, there is a concept called a scientific notation. Scientific notation. Have you studied scientific notation in our school days? Have you studied? Suspense వద్దు నా దగ్గర. Yes or no? Studied, not studied, not remembering. Not, that's all. Thinking something, or may feel something. No suspense. Why? Directly not remembered, sir. Explain. I will explain. If you say you remembered, I'll continue. If you not remembered, I will explain. Studied, not studied, forget. Forget. Okay. Now I will go for, now I'll go for enter into the further. Scientific notation advantage first I will tell you. The notation I will tell you. First notation I will tell you. The scientific notation also float can store. Float data type. Now I am writing. The float data type can also float data type can also use for storing scientific notation data. Scientific notation data. Scientific notation data. Because in the data science level, you will come across the scientific notation values. That's why I want to cover in the Python itself. So that float data type can also use for storing what data? Scientific notation data. Now I'm writing, students, the general notation of, I'm writing here, the general notation of, the general notation of, notation of scientific notation, notation of scientific data is like this. Mantissa, Mantissa, E exponent, exponent, exponent. Mantissa, E exponent. This is the general notation of what? Scientific notation. Suppose if I take this example, Mantissa, Mantissa, E exponent, if I take it, exponent, if I take it, this is called our general notation of scientific notation. In MCQs also this will come. They will give the data like this. They will ask you, print the data in the normal format. To convert this scientific notation data into what? Equivalent to float data, there is a formula. What is the formula given now, students? Mantissa into E can be taken always in the form of what? 10 to the power of exponent. 10 to the power of exponent. Mantissa into 10 to the power of exponent. Mantissa into 10 to the power of exponent. Take an example. 3e2. 3e2. If you generally look at that, people will feel that it is an invalid data. 1.2 is which data? Float data. Normal. That is you have seen from childhood days. 0.354 is called what? Float data. 19.45 is which data? Float data. What is 3e2? Generally, people will feel that it is an invalid. But this is which notation? Mantissa. And what is 3? What is 2? E always represents what? 10. How do you write this now? How do you write this now? 3 into 10 to the power of 2. It is called what? 3 into 100. It can be written as what? 300.0. 300.0 because it is a float data type. Scientific notation will come always in the form of what? Float data type. Now if I take it, 3e minus 2, suppose if I take it 10, 100, e minus 2, I can take. Exponent can be either integer or minus or positive. This can be written as what? 100 into 10 to the power of minus 2. 100 by what? 10 square. 100 by 10 square. 100 by what? 100. Which is called what? 1.0 is an answer. Are you following me? This is called which notation? Scientific notation. See, students, some A is equal to 3E2. 3E2. Perfect. Print of what? A comma type of A, which is going to be called as what? 300.0. Which type? That means with the float data type, I can store what data? Scientific notation data. Not only this type of decimal things and everything, you can store scientific notation also. B is equal to 100 E minus 2. Also, I can store it here B comma, what is this now? Type of B. You got it what? 1.0 of what? Float. So, I'm going to take up this example. Sir, what is the use of scientific notation, sir? Now I'm writing the formula for the equivalent, the equivalent the equivalent floating point value, floating point value for the equivalent floating point value for which notation? Scientific notation. Or I can say this one is equal to, tell me, mantissa into 10 to the power of, 10 to the power of what? Exponent, exponent. I hope you are following me. 10 to the power of what? Exponent is equal to mantissa into 10 to the power of exponent. I hope you are getting me this answer. Are you able to follow? Yes. Now I'm going to enter into the further. Sir, what is the advantage of this? What is the advantage of this kind of thing? So I will go for getting this. Tulasi. Sir did not get the calculation part of scientific notation calculation part. See, ma, I explained very clearly. Still, if you don't understand, if I start explaining like that, it is a never ending story. While I am explaining, you should listen carefully because 230 students are there. If 230 students, if any student is in 6 o'clock eating something, doing here and there, moving in the home, if they did not hear my class, if they did not watch the board what I am calculating, if they ask again by saying, sir, did not understand the calculation, I have to concentrate once again that explanation. And that is giving a problem for me. Repetition will give other students boring. That's why don't make me to repeat the same thing again and again. It's not uh, correct for the students. Listen carefully. Now I'll move to the further. Now I'm going to say, if I suppose you asked, girl is asked Tulasi. She asked, if I don't tell, she will feel sir did not explain. If I explain, time waste because already I explained. If I don't explain, my heart is beating. I did not explain to my student. If I explain, other students are feeling. This is what is the difficulty for the faculty. Faculty job is very dangerous, really difficult job. You don't become faculty because you will tell full forms only. You don't become doctor also because you don't know treatment properly. Garbage collector will collect. You become software engineer only. Why? If you write wrong, syntax error will come. You will take the help, code will execute, you can submit. That is perfect. So for you, suitable job is software engineer only. If you become teacher, students will suffer. Doctor, patients will suffer. Software engineer, nobody will suffer. If you execute, your job is there. Otherwise, job is going away. Best job is software engineer only. Okay, students, Tulasi, for you, I will explain once again, ma. Please concentrate. I never explain again the next part. Now, for anybody who did not understand, 3 into mantissa into what is that? E. And then what? Exponent. What is the formula I said? Mantissa into E stands for 10 always to the power of what? Exponent. 3E2. 3 into E 10 to the power of what? 2. So it is going to be what? 3 into 100. 10 square. It is going to be what? 300.0. It is a floating point value. The exponent can be what also? Negative also. Negative also. I am going to take it 100 into 10 to the power of minus 2. 10 to the power of minus 2. So 100 I am saying here 1 by 10 square, right or not? Which is nothing but 100 by what? 100. Which is going to be called what? 1.0. Are you following? Right. This is the point here. And Revant is asking 10 I said. Log 10, base 10, why all these things? If I talk about mathematics, it is a problem for you, my dear student. You just follow me carefully. So you follow me. Log 10 now, log 10 base 2 now. These are all unnecessary for you in mathematics. Whatever I cover, whatever I explain to you, make it fix. That only will come. That only will come. Log 10 now, log E base 10 now. All those things not necessary. Revant, now I will move to the further. Shall I move to the further? Now, the advantage of this part is I'm writing here the advantage of float data type, the advantage of scientific notation data. The advantage of scientific notation data is, is, is that to save, to minimize, to minimize the memory space, to minimize the memory space for big big floating point values. Floating point values. You see, my dear students, what is that? Big floating point values. See guys, A is equal to 0.00000005. Such a big number I took it. C never allows, C++ never allows, Java never allows. Will it allows? This will not be allowed in Java. Go there once. Already I shown you in my class. Again, I am showing program files, Java here, JDK, pin, JShell. JShell, you open it. Here you see. Here I am opening it. Here you try to write. This is my Java related statements. Here I took it. You copy this entire statement. You copy this entire statement. Try to say here. I am writing float saying like that. A is equal to 0 point like this. I am saying 5 or 6. So it is going to give you what? Error. Because I will say float also. What is that now? F I said float. Without F is called what? Double. Error is coming or not? Floating point number is too small, but you are writing such a big number. Even if you say what, my dear student, even if you say here, even if you say double, you write it, double you write it, double you write it, half. You come to this place and remove that FO, also gives you this answer. It's coming or not? This answer is coming. What is this? Such a big number represented as what? 5.0 E minus 48. What it indicates? Such a big number is minimized into smaller value or not? You take it once again here. You take it once again here. Say some 000, etc. 000, etc. Like that you try to see. See such a small thing. You are getting what? 5.0 minus 99 is coming. Are you following me? So you come to this place. In Python also you come. In Python environment also you come. It is represented print of what? A comma type of A. To store such a big number, we don't want to waste such a big space. That is coming into what? Short in space. Are you following me? 5e minus 6. They will give you this type of question in interview and they will try to say and they will ask. Or they will give this question and they will ask you what will be the equivalent value of this. And as I said, 5e minus 66. How do you write, ma? 5 into 10 to the power of what? Minus 66. That is called 5 by what? 10 to the power of 66. That is nothing but what? 0 0.5. 0 point how many zeros? 66 zeros. I will write it. I will write what now? 5. I will write it last. Are you following me? This is the equivalent value of that. Is it taking less memory space or not? Yes. This is the beautiful advantage of which kind of data? Which kind of data? So coming to this place, now I am writing advantage of this is called like this. I hope you are following. So floating point data type. Anybody ask you tomorrow, why do you use float data type? Two purposes. Number one, floating point values like this type of things. And to have scientific notation data for this is the main important for me. This is anyhow you have done in your college level. My interest is to tell about this. Are you following? So such a type of data can be represented by using which data type? Float data type. Some special points I would like to cover. Some special points I want to tell you. This special points always important in MCQ's point of view. In MCQ's interview point of view, see students, A is equal to 0B 1010. What is that 1010 is called 10. 10. You will print off what? A comma type of A. You will get what? 10. Similarly, 0B 1010 dot 0B 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 1111 I wrote it. 0B 1010 dot 0B111. Come on, answer is what? 10 point? 10 point? Huh? 15. 10.15 కాదు మధుబాబు. 10.15. This is a wrong answer. This is what a common student will expect. Sir said that this is a value called 10. Dot is dot they will take. This is called 15 they will expect. But this answer is wrong. That indicates float data type never allows the programmer to represent directly binary data, octal data, hexadecimal data. It allows us to represent only which data? Decimal number system data only. This will give you error. What error? It is syntax error. Understand? A is equal to 0B, 0O, 23 dot 0B 1010. Combination of the number systems not allowed. It is called what? Invalid. A is equal to 0B. A is equal to 0x something like AC dot 0O 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 23 also gives you what? Error. This is a very important point. So here I am going to write it. It is an error. Online students, please respond. Be on time to respond to my questioning. So respond. Whether you are understanding or not, I need to understand here. Be careful, guys. Please respond. So this is an error. Are you following me? Right. Coming to this place, here I am writing. I am writing here the float data type. The float data type never allows the programmer, never allows the programmer to directly write, directly represent which data? Binary, directly represent the binary, comma what? Octal, octal, and hexadecimal, hexadecimal data, hexadecimal data. But it allows only to represent which data? Decimal number system data. Decimal number system data. Decimal number system data. Are you able to follow? These are the properties of which one? Float. Anybody ask what is a float? You need to tell first point. You need to show the example. Second point, example. Third point, example. When you go to an interview, when they ask about float, open your laptop, show these points and examples. No blackboard, white chalk piece concept. Totally practical explanation. Are you following me? Yes. And these are very, very simple. Our expertise will come. I'm having lot of questions from Amazon. Go to the place. If you come to this Python exercises, coding challenges one. So out of 700 questions, out of that, these are all going to be what? See that list. There is a data type called what? List. These are all called different company questions. See how many questions. Next, go to string related programs, STR. Wonderful. These are all different. Amazon, IBM, PayPal, Microsoft, they are all different. Dictionary questions, dictionary. Dict is a data type or not? These many questions. See how many. Tuple programs. Tuple is one data type or not? These are the questions. Now, searching and sorting. Okay, these are all Python with data structure concept it is. I am keeping that. And this is date and time programs, regular expression programs. See that file handling programs, then more Python programs. These many things along with my regular coding. These are simple for me. And next coding example two, coding challenges two, coding challenges two. TCS NQT advanced coding questions, TCS company related questions. These questions you need to write like this. And these are all called what? Competitive coding skills you need to gather in. Nobody will explain because I'm explaining. Must be so committed in my class. Okay, na? Read and come. Without reading and coming and sitting now, students, my efforts are becoming waste and you cannot catch me. That's the point. If you read and come now, definitely you will become more than IIT student. Because my curriculum itself is going to be very advanced curriculum I prepared it. Okay, now let me continue the further. Online students, this is about which data type? Float data type. So float data type is used for which purpose? To store floating point values and what? Scientific notation data. So you need to spell out You need to speak out, then you can get the subject. Without speaking, nothing will come. Next, I'm going to enter into the bool data type. Bool data type. Spell out bool data type. What is bool data type? What is bool? What is bool? Hmm? What is float? Predefined class treated as what? Same thing, same question I'm asking now. Why are you not saying? Lazy? Yeah? Don't know? No? Boys? Don't know? Girls? Don't know? Lazy? Yeah? Then need to say. Sorry, everybody not saying. That's why I'm not saying. They are lazy. When we were the students, when sir is asking question, everybody will answer. Some of the students won't answer. They also will answer. But these days, what is happening? Reverse. Lazy guys are more. But in my class, I want to convert your behavior first. Always bounce to the subject. What is bull? Predefined class treated as a fundamental data type. I will carry. See, I'm explaining like a spoon feeding for you. Bool data type. Bool data type is one of the predefined class treated as a fundamental data type. Clear? Right. Sir, what is the use of float data type? To store the real constant values and to store what? Scientific notation data. Now I'm using bool data type is used to store true and false values. The purpose of which data type? Bool data type. Bool data type is that to store to store to store what values? True and what? False values. True and what? False values. Called what? Logical values. Called what? Logical values. Right? Logical values. Are you able to follow? Right. So judgment values, these are all called wrong answers. So Sai, my dear student, Uday Sai, judgment, final hearing, court related terms are not possible. Court, high court, supreme court related judgment, these are all called what? Subject is subject. And don't carry your old knowledge. That is very danger. Your old knowledge is more than coronavirus knowledge. Don't feel it because I feel very openly to my students. Okay, now? Right. So coming to the point of it, it's my advice. Nobody should feel anything because I'm only the one which will change your career. There is no doubt in that. Okay, now? Come to the point. The purpose of bool data type is that to store true and false values. Sir, what is true? What is true? Look at for every point I am showing practically. Import keyword as KVR. KVR dot KW list. True is called what? Keyword. What is false? Keyword. So, what is true and false are called values. For which data type? Now I am writing. Programmatically, students, true, and false are the keywords, and treated as what? Treated as what? Values for which data type? Bool data type. Bool data type. Are you able to follow? No. Don't call it the Boolean. Those who are from Java background, they'll call it the Boolean. Boolean is different from bool. Telugu means Telugu language. English means English. Mixing and speaking like a cinema songs problem. Neither Telugu will come nor English will come. So whichever language you are there, you need to take it. True and false are called what? Keywords. So keywords, if you say, they will ask you, how do you show the keywords? Am I showing the keywords or not? One more proof is what? No keywords to be used as variable values. No keywords to be used as variable. Syntax error. Are you getting? Under true, T capital, false, F capital, none, N capital. All the keywords in the Python are called small only. Generally, all the keywords are called what? Small. But in Python, 3 keywords, first letters are capital. True and then what? False. First letters are capital. None N capital. Rest of them are what? Small only. I hope you are getting me. So, true and false are called what? Keywords. Treated as a values for bool data type. Okay, na? Well, see, I am writing and showing practically. Where is the question of forgetting? Any question of forgetting? No. So you have to carefully. Now I am writing, students, one more point. Internally, here, internally, in Python execution environment, I'll write. In Python execution environment, in Python execution environment, internally, true is treated as, true is treated as what? 1. And false is treated as 0. False is treated as what? 0. Done. Okay, na? Well, now I'm going for examples. Examples, I will go for it. Let us see the examples. Then I will go for one more sentence I will write after a few minutes by showing you the examples. Now I'm going to write it, students, how simple it is. Now I'm going to come to the point back. Here I'm writing A is equal to what? True. A is equal to true. Print of what now? A. Type of what? A. What is the answer? True is a literal, boolean literal, and bool is a class, and A is an object. B is equal to what I am saying? False. And print of what now? B comma type of B, which is going to be what? False and then bool. And false and true are called what? Keywords. Values for which data type? Bool data type. Bool is a class. True and false are boolean literals. A and B are what? Objects. Very nice. See, students, now I'm going to give you one important note, one important alert I am giving to you. See, students, suppose you are going for a written test. They are writing A is equal to true, they are writing. A is equal to true. You carefully follow. A is equal to true, they are writing. And A they are writing. Options they are giving. Comma type of what? A. Options there. This is a question number 1. Option A. Option A. True and a class bool they will give. Class bool they will give. And option B they will go for false. False. Class bool they will give. Bool they will give. C, name error they will give. Name error. Name error. From today onwards, I'm going to give you the error names. And D is called what you know. One more type of thing is called just bool they will give you. Class bool. What is your answer? Huh? Option C. Good. Who said option C? Raise your hands. Option C. Okay, only few people are saying. Others are feeling. He's a danger guy. He says something to me. Who will hold that? Option C is correct. Good. Why? We are writing small t. Whenever I write small t, this is treated as what? Variable name. This is treated as a variable name. It is not treated as what? Capital T. Then only student will think option A only. Option A only. Some of the people who did not raise the hand, they already fixed the answer as what? A. That is the wrong answer. Why? You are not careful. Small t I wrote it. To test your carefulness in the coding, they are using this coding. So T I used it. This T is called what? When I did not follow the keyword, this is treated as simply variable name. That variable name nowhere else found in my statement. That will give you no, our Python compiler did not find that. That is giving us what? Variable error. That is called a name error. So when do you get name error? When the variable is not found in my program, you will get which error? Name error. See, students, what is the error is coming? Read out name error. For every error which you do, there is a name for that. For everything error, you don't say. That is called error only. Error. What is that now? Name true is not defined. Small t. It is asking, did you mean true? Python only suggesting you. You written like that. It is an error which is not found. Do you mean this one? It is asking. You have to read complete error. By looking at this error, you should not ask your friend, come here, I am getting error. Just read out that. Understand the error. This is called a debugging procedure. Fix the error. Try to learn how to sort it out that errors. Are you following? A is equal to what next I am writing? B is equal to what I am writing? False. What error? Name error. Name error. Again, name error. So, first time I am introducing the error called what? Name error. When do you get name error? When I am using any variable which is not present in my program, that will give you what error? One more I will write it. Print of k. In my program, I did not use k so far. It will give you what error? Name error. Name k not defined. Are you following me? So these are called name error related errors. So I will write it. This is another thing. Along with our output, error correction is also very important for you. So I will tell you error correction, output deciding, everything I will tell you. Only thing is you need to practice and need to come to the class daily. Without fail, you need to come and then need to read also, practicing. This is one more example. This is called which data type? Bool data type. Now I am talking about special points. Special points are always important in MCQs. And the special points always comes based on the concept only. Understand? In physics, you will learn kinetic energy is equal to K is equal to half mv square. In intermediate exam, they will ask you this question for 3 marks, 4 marks like that. But when you go to competitive exams like MSET, like JEE mains, nobody will ask this question. They will ask what? Applications on it, they will ask. Correct or not? So people can buttify that formula, but application solving person is a great person. Now I'm telling the special points. That is almost called what? Applications on that area. Understand, students? Let us come. Now I'm going to answer asking my questions. Please try to answer. A is equal to what? True. B is equal to what? False. B is equal to what? False. Print of what? A plus B. What is the answer? Option A, option B, option C, option D. 1 and 0, 2 and then false. Quickly, quickly. One not true now. One not true now. True. One. So who said A? Raise the hands. Okay. Left hand raising is very dangerous. Politicians will raise like this. They'll promise with left hand. You see, all politicians will promise with the left hand only. So who said true? C. Answer. Right. Who said false? Who said zero? And others, 75% people, danger students, not saying anything. They are very danger. They are important for me. Answer is called 1. Just now I said internal value of what? This is called a Boolean arithmetic we can call. Spell out. Boolean arithmetic. Plus is called what? Arithmetic operator. In your school days, plus, minus, etc. are called arithmetic operators. A plus B, when I say internal value of A, 1. B value false. It is called 0. What is an answer? 1 is an answer. Online students. So the answer is called 1. Are you able to follow? Yes. Now I am going to take a print of B plus B. B plus B. Come on. B plus B is what? 0. Why 0? 0 plus 0. Very good. Very good. Let me go to, I hope you got it. You got it. Let me increase the stuff of the question. Let me go for little complicated. I will go to this place. Now let me go to the, directly I will write it. Print of 2 plus true, 2 plus true, 2 plus true, plus say minus 3, I will write it. Minus 3, I wrote it. Come on. Come on. Error. What error? If you say error, that is an error. Index error. Syntax error. Huh. Are you engineering? CSE? CSE. C language, you know. Beginning, I only asked the question in demos. Right. This is called what? Come on. 2 plus, easy now. What is the 2 plus? True value. Next is what? Minus 3. What is this now? 3 minus 3. What is an answer? 0. 0. This is an answer. 0. Are you following? Next. Print of 2 into 2 into true plus 3. 2 into 3 plus. Come on. Options I will give you. Options I will give you. 8. Option B. What you said? 5. And option C. It is going to be called what 0. Option D. Syntax error. Name error. Quickly. Come on. 5 or 4? 5. Good. So what is this now? 2 into 3. Generally, 2 means 2 into 1 plus what? 3. Generally, some of them will add these 2 and it is 2 into 4 and they will trying to give. But always you need to apply the rule called what? Budmash rule. What this Budmash rule says? First you need to multiply. You need to multiply. That is a 2. 2 plus what? 3. That is an answer called what? 5. Are you following me? Like that, you must be careful enough in doing this. Are you able to follow? Right. Now I'm going to take up. Here I'm writing of 2 plus 3. Like this, I wrote it. What is an answer? So first bracket evaluation. 2 plus 2 plus 3, 4. 4 into 2 is called what? 8. I hope you got it. Easy? Good. Now I'm going to take a print of 2 plus 0 b 1010. 2 plus 0 b 1010. Come on. Answer 11. 0 b 1010 is called what? 10. 10 plus true 1. That is called how much? 11. Are you able to follow? Yes. Print of what I am saying, 2 minus false plus 0 x f. 0 x f. 0 x f. Come on. 16. 16. What is this now? True. 1 minus 0 plus what? 15. 15. Plus terms are added first. 16 minus what? 0 is called 16. So simply answer is called what? 16. These are all called what? Boolean arithmetic. Boolean arithmetic. So I'll carry this data. Here I'm going to write it. Boolean arithmetic we can call in our on and off states kind of thing. In logical gates is concerned. In further, when I come to the bitwise operators, you will come across these true and false values more and more again. So I'm going to write it on bool values. On bool values, we can perform what? Arithmetic operations. Arithmetic operations. Are you able to follow now? Right. Now I will take you one special point again. Very recently asked a question on this. Look at, I am writing, students, directly let me ask the question. Something like true by true. True by true. Come on. Very good one. But this is not my question. This is sampling. I am giving a hint for you. Next, I am going to give you false by what? True. Come on. 0. 0 by 1 is called 0. That is called 0.0. 0. You can get 0 also. I will use the double slashes. You will get what double slashes you can use. So you'll get what? 0 also. What is the single slash and double slash? I will explain in the class. Don't worry at present. At present, don't worry. Now print of what, false by false. False by false. Come on. Good. 0 by 0. 0 by 0 is called 0. So better to take your bag and go to home. Students, my dear students, listen, LKG students, anything by 0 is going to be called infinity. Infinity. Being a 22 years of student, if you say 0 by 0 is 0, I'm feeling very much tension about further how you can do it. Because I'm going to tell you a lot of EDA projects. EDA is, there is another exploratory data analysis projects I'm going to explain. That's a very hot cake in the present industry. Now only you are getting problem. 0 by 0 is called 0, you are saying. So innocent students. Anything by 0 is called what? Infinity. In Python, in Java, in any language, it is not possible to calculate. Even in your mobile calculator also, 0 divided by 0, you write it. Have you tried any time? We never see, we'll see YouTube, XTube, YTube, ZTube like that. 0 by anything by 0 is called what? Infinity. You will get an answer there if your mobile software is perfect. Can't divide, you will get it. Can't divide. Tested? Got answer? Error. So, error, he got it. But actually, in my mobile, if you do 0 by 0, 0 divided by 0, if you do can't divide, you will get it. It depends on the software, how they written the code. Are you following me? So, coming to this place, in Python, what is coming? Yes. So, mobile software to mobile software, it will give you. So, false by false, it will give you what? Error. That error name you need to tell. If you are a professional, you will never say it is an error. We will say what? Error name. The error name is zero division error. Zero. ZD capital division error. Zero division error. Anything by zero in Python is called which error? Zero division error. If the variable name is not found, if I use it in my program, you will get a name error. If I use anything by zero, it is called which error? See that. This is the question recently asked. What is the error now? Divide by zero problems are called which error? Variable names not found is called which problem? Like that. I'll tell you some hundreds of error names. When you go to industry tomorrow, they will write the statement, what is an error? If you say error, I never take it to you in the job. I will prefer to tell you error name, whoever tell, they are professionals. Correct or not? So when a patient go to the doctor, doctor found it is a fever. Another doctor will tell type of the fever he will tell. Who is great? Like that you need to be. Like that you need to be. Perfect you should be. So I will carry this answer. I'll carry this answer. Let me write one more also. What is this now? True by false. True by false answer. Come on. 1 by 0 is called what? Zero division error. Same, zero division error. This also I want to give you some special focus on this area. So see students, this is called something. Here it is available like this. Take care. This data and all sorts of things I'm showing. This is going to give you what? What is this? Zero division error. So here also zero division error. So I'm giving a detailed notes for you because I already said in my class, any question comes in interview point of view, that will be from my notes. That's why special points, normal example, concept, example, see that. Give most preference for example. To understand the practical examples, you need to know this concept. Okay, now let us save this. Online students, can I confirm that you are getting, are you understanding this discussion? Are you following me? This is about which data type? Bool data type. Bool data type values are what? True or false? True or both of them can I write at a time or one at a time? One at a time. Both of them I cannot write now. A is equal to true comma false. Can I write? No. And float is called what? one constant value, one real constant value. Int is called what? Numbers without decimal places. That is called fundamental category or not? To store what value? Now, I am going to enter into the another data type called what? Complex. What is complex? What is complex? In beginning only you are showing stars for me. I have to go for long journey. What is the bool data type? Predefined class. What is the float data type? Predefined class. Similarly, what is this now? Complex is called what here? So is a predefined class. Complex is one of the predefined class. Treated as which data type? Very good. Very good. So here, so coming to the point back, here I'm going to write it complex data type. Now I'm entering into the, what is the use of complex data type? You already studied complex numbers in your school days. Studied or not studied? 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 Yes, stand up. Not studied? Studied. What is the use? Don't know. Sit down. No problem. Who studied complex numbers in your schools? Girls? Complex number studied. What is the use? Memo came, 10th class memo, 10 by 10. Intermediate 980 marks. Everything memos. But here memo is there. No. What is the use, students? Realize. Open your eyes. Now I am telling. Go. Now I am entering into the further. Dear students, take care. First, a small example. I want to calculate square root of 25. Generally, we will take what? Square root of 25. You will get what? 5.0. This is quite natural, correct? In our mathematical points, you will come across square root of, you will come across square root of minus 25. Minus 25. That time, you will not get 5.0. 5.0. Negative square roots are always going to give you the number. That number nature is called complex number. Number nature is called complex number. Take one example again. Specific example you come. Let us come to the point. So I am going to give you the clarity. As you studied in your school level, ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. What this line is called? Quadratic equation. This is known as quadratic equation. You know that? Your teacher said like that only? Something different? Quadratic equation only. So I am saying calculate roots. Calculate roots of what? Quadratic equation. Quadratic equation. Correct? What is the formula? There are three methodologies are there to calculate the roots. One of the methodology, your teacher said minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac whole by 2a. Whole by 2a. Dear students, while I am calculating this type of this part which I am rounding like this is called a discriminant we can call, which is denoted by the value called d. D. What is the value, possible values of this discriminant? D value may be greater than 0 and the value present inside of that may be positive value. That time roots are real and distinct. Roots are real and distinct. D is equal to 0. Discriminant is equal to 0. Roots are real and equal. And square root of 0 another. Square root of 25. That is roots are real and distinct. Discriminant value is less than 0. But the negative number is present inside of it. Minus 25. That time where the roots are what? Imaginary. Imaginary values in mathematics are called complex values. Java never supports complex numbers. C language never supports complex numbers. .NET never supports complex numbers. The one and only language supports is called Python. So there I'm going to represent complex numbers to represent. We use which data type? Complex data type. There is no data types available in C, C++, Java, .NET, etc. Python language will provide complex data type to store which values? Complex values. They will ask you, where do you come across complex value? Tell that equation. Tell that equation. In further, I'll tell you mean, median, mode, low median, high median, and a bivariate, single variate, trivariate, some statistical programming I'll tell you. There you will come across this type of data. Okay, now? I'm not talking about only normal view. I'm talking about always in data scientist format of it. I'm talking about my Python classes. Okay, now let us come to the point of it. The purpose of complex data type is that to store what data? Complex data. To store complex data. To store complex data. Sir, how the complex data notation generally? Now I'm telling the general notation of complex data. See, my dear students, the general notation of easy. The general notation of complex data, complex data, complex data is given below. Is given below. Now I'm writing here. Here I'm writing. Here I'm writing A plus Bj, or you can say K plus Vj. K and V are what values? And P plus Qj, or you can say P minus Qj. Generally in our mathematics, our teacher used to tell either I and J are called complex number notations, will say AI and IA, AJ, JA, like that in our schools and all those things we used to use it. But the standard Python called C Python uses a symbol called J only. Understand? They used J symbol only. They did not use which symbol? I symbol they did not use. Which symbol they used it? J. You have to use always J notation only. So our mathematics knowledge, I and J, we use complex numbers. But what is the symbol used? J letter only they used it. Now I am going to take it. A plus Bj or what? A minus Bj. Dear students, here only I will write it. Here A is called a real part, and here B is called what? Imaginary part. Imaginary part. Imaginary part. Okay. Here J, letter J represents, letter J represents, letter J represents SQRT of -1. మీకు అర్థమవుతుంది అలా రాస్తే J is equal to square root of -1. That I am abbreviated as what? SQRT of -1. SQRT of -1 means this one. If I square it on both the sides, J square is equal to what? -1. Don't ask me, sir, how you got -1. Then I have to go to mathematics again. So J square means what? I need to do square. Square means the square root of -1, -1 to the power of 2, and to the power of 2. 1 by 2 to the power of 2, e to the power of m to the power of n is called e to the power of mn. So -1 to the power of 2 by 2. 2 cancel and this -1 will come. J square is equal to what? Or I can say SQR of J is equal to what? -1. Square of J. J square is equal to what? -1. Are you following? Right. Online students, I hope you are comfortable. Now I am going to write it. Example. Now I am going to introduce example. Students, be careful. Try to respond. Now I am going to enter into students. Example part I am going to give you. Example part I am going to take up. See students, there I am writing. Here I am going to take up. Say here. examples. Try to observe it and try to follow. Don't take much time. Easy for you. I will go to that. A is equal to 2 plus 3j. 2 plus 3j. Print of what? A comma type of A. So it is going to print what? 2 plus 3j. Class called what? Complex. What is complex? What is 2 plus 3j? Complex literal. Try to change your style. Almost you are coming so many days to my class. What is true? Boolean literal. అలా చెప్తా. Literal, if you say what is the use? Complex literal, Boolean literal, float literal, int literal. Like that, change your style. When do you upgrade? What is 2 plus 3j? Complex literal, complex literal. Like that, you need to change. B is equal to minus 2 minus 3j. Print of what? B comma type of B, which is called what? Complex literal. Complex class, complex literal. Understand? Yes. Now I'm going to take up A is equal to 2.3 plus 4.6j. Print of what now? A. I mean, real part I can use float point values, floating point values also you can use. I used only int data, but here 2.3, 4.6, I can use what? Floating point values also. B is equal to minus 4.5 minus 6.7j. I can use a print of B. I can print a complex value also. Getting or not? Very, very simple. Now I am writing one more here. A is equal to 10 plus 2.3j. One integer data, one float data also you can use it. Print of this A, you will get that value also. One integer value, one float value. Now B is equal to minus 12.5 minus what? 4j. I can say print B value also. I can say real value, real part I am taking float, imaginary part I am taking integer. I have printed this. Are you able to follow? Now, students, carefully try to follow. Now I'm writing here this data. I'm adjusting left side instructions, right side statements, outputs I'm showing. Okay. So here, some gap I'm giving between each example. So outputs I'm showing here. One of the most important area, come to the point back. Here I will write it. By mistake, if we use like this, see what is happening. If I write A is equal to 10 plus 2i, you will get error. Because I is not a symbol used in C Python. Standard Python use the symbol called J. So you are getting that I is called invalid decimal literal. So I'm keeping this also as a separate place. So as a separate error I am keeping. So 2 plus 10 plus 2i, you should not use it. It is called what? Syntactical error. Are you following me? Yes. Dear students, carry on. Now I am saying A is equal to just to 2j. I am saying just to 2j. Which one is not there? Decimal part is not there. Student, A plus bj. Which one I am writing only? Which one I am writing? Imaginary part only I am writing. Which one I am not writing? Right. That also complex number only. Print of what there? A. It is also called what here? Complex. B is equal to what now? 2.3j. 2.3j. Print B also. It is also called what here? Complex. Are you able to follow? Now A is equal to minus 2.3j. Minus 2.3j. Be careful. Here 2j. Here 2.3j. Positive, I said. No issue. Directly you got it. Whenever I say, this is special remembrance you need to remember. Whenever you say minus of real part, imaginary part, it is going to print as what? Minus real part, minus imaginary part will be shown as a result. That is, a real part is going to be shown as what? Minus 0. The output is minus 0, minus 2.3j will be shown as an output. This is also one regularly asking question. Minus 2.3j, minus 2.3j is enough, but it is showing the designing as minus 0 also. Did you understand? Right. This is a special precautionary point. B is equal to, if we say normal, so 3j, if we write it, it won't print any 0 plus something will not print. It is going to print like this. So coming to the point of it. So Sandeep, I already explained, my dear student. If you ask explain again means I cannot explain. So 3j, I already gave you why this 0 came. Again and again explaining, it is not a tape recorder to say again and again. So go to the place, you need to remember this notation. Are you following me? Let us go to this place, bring it. I am going to get it, this data. So here, see this now. So here, getting this data. Be careful about this special point. Most important, I am going to take up, because every point I will explain like a spoon feeding. Nothing I am skipping. Everything with a crystal clear I will explain. Even after that, if you ask like that, it is a problem. Now I am explaining one important point. Come to the important point I am talking. What is my complex number? A plus bj is a complex number. Now somebody will ask me in interview, bring separate what part? Take out the real part only. Take out the imaginary part. Separate. I want to break my complex number into two pieces. How? A is equal to 2 plus 3j. Get separately 2. Get separately 3. First time, what is A? What is A? Complex object. Already said. Complex object. Complex object. From complex object, I want to get real part separately and then imaginary part separately. To get the complex part, complex number, real part separately, you need to use A dot real. A dot real. Real. Real is one of the predefined attribute present in the complex object. Real is one of the predefined attribute present in the complex object. What is attribute? I will tell you. To get the, what is an answer is printing? 2.0 will print. Why 2.0, sir? A plus bj when you take it. A value, what I can write? Int value plus float value I can write it. So internally, what is the A allowed value they take it? Float they took it. But when they allowed float, int value plus float value, both of them allowed. Suppose if they take only int value allowed, float value will not allow. Because every int value is a subset of what? Float value. 2 can be written as 2.0. 2.0 cannot be written as 2. Because int is always subset of what? Float. So next, to get the imaginary, A dot imag stands for imaginary. It is going to print as what? 3.0. Real and imag are called what? Predefined attributes present in the complex object. One more example. A is equal to 3.5 plus 4j. A dot real will give you what? 3.5. A dot imag will give you what? 4.0. 4.0. Ready, follow? Next, one more example. A is equal to 3 plus 3 minus 4.5j. A dot real will give you what? 3.0. A dot imag will give you what? Minus 4.5. Next, A is equal to 2j. What is not there? Real part is not there. A dot real will give you what? Madhubabulu 0.0. Just now I said float value will come. Internally, real part is always float 0.0. A dot imag will give you what? 2.5. 2 not 2 now. 2.0 will come. Are you able to follow? Now last and final. A is equal to minus 2.5j. A dot real will give you what? Minus 0.0. I already said to you. A dot IMAG will give you what? Minus 2.5. Minus 2.5. Let me go for the example here. A is equal to 2 plus 3j. Print of what? A dot real. Got it. Print of what? A dot IMAG will give you that. A is equal to 2.3, 2.3 plus 4.5j. Print of this A, print of this A. Are you following me? 2.3, 4.5. Are you following me? Next, A is equal to 2 minus 3.4j. Print of this A, print of this A, print of this minus 3.4. A is equal to 3.4j. Print of A dot real 0.0. A point 3.4. A is equal to minus 3.5j. Print of A minus 0.0. IMAG minus 3.5. Are you getting? Simple. See, for one part, how many possibilities I'm showing? If you learn all the possibilities, if any question is coming, you will easily answer it. So you have to learn solid subject in the class. So coming to the point back, A dot IMAG, this is the data and this is the value available. So coming to this place, IMAG, this is the value available. Here real part, I'll mention in the note point I'll mention. So here I said, so this is a minus, this is a 0.0 and this part is 3.4 and minus this value, especially this minus, and this value is called what, sorry. So here it is going to be, this is a value. I will go to what now? I am writing internally, real part of which object? Complex object or treated real part and imaginary. Real and what parts? Imaginary. Imaginary parts of what? Complex object or treated as what type? Float type. Float type. To get real and what? Imaginary parts of what object? Complex object. We use two predefined attributes. They are what? Next, first one is what? Real. Next is called what? IMAG. I am writing here only syntax. What is the syntax? Complex obj dot real gives real part of complex object. Next syntax is here only. What is this now? Complex obj dot IMAG gives imaginary part of complex object. Perfect. Now I want to tell you, sir, what is today attribute? We did not understand. Can you give any simplified example? Now I want to tell you. Look at students. You are a student, right? What are your attributes? You are a student now. What are your attributes? Yes and no? Yes and no. Yes and no. You have number or not? You have name or not? You have your marks or not? You have your native place or not? Like that, you have your name and parents' names are there or not? These are all called what? Attributes. Next, your next, suppose you are an employee number will be there or not? E-name will be there, salary will be there, designation will be there, company name will be there or not? What these are all called? Attributes. Spell out attributes. Now, teacher, you take it, teacher number is there, teacher name is there, teacher subject is there, teacher experience is there. These are all called what? Attributes. Following? Right. Come on to the point of it. Attribute, do you understand the meaning of attributes? Sir, where they are available? In complex object. Sir, see once, help of what? Complex. Help of complex. See ma, what is complex here? Class. What is the real? What is the imaginary? What is the answer they are taking? Real plus imaginary. One J they took it. They took it J. J symbol they took it. Come on to the point back. Here I am going to use it. Here you go for it. Some values are there. Last part you see. Come on, what is this? Data descriptors. IMAG. Real. What is this? Imaginary part of complex number. Real part of complex number. By default, if I say 2 plus 3j, 2 plus 3j, sorry, is equal to what? 2 plus 3j. If I am writing print of what? A dot what? Real. Real. Got the data or not? By mistake, if I say print A dot what? Imaginary. By mistake, if I write full name, that full name will be searched in where? It's a library. What is the value? But you have written what? What is the error? Huh? Name error means not find at all in your program. This is the attribute I said. Is this attribute present in complex object? Which error? Attribute error. Attribute error. See that attribute error. Complex object has no attribute imaginary. So you need to write what? IMAJ. Then PVM will give you the answer. Did you understand this? I will carry this. This is a way to learn this. Everything practical. Nothing blackboard white chalk piece concept. Because of blackboard white chalk piece concept, what happened? You know already 22 years of education. Nothing. If any faculty says without any practical answer, don't believe, my dear students. If you believe and go to interview, na, person like me show HD cinema for you. If we come to an interview, I will open my laptop first. When you open your laptop, I will feel that you are a great candidate. Anybody will go with an laptop to the interviews? Any student will go? Nobody. If you go now, almost interviewer will understand 50% good impression will come on you. Why you are opening laptop? For two things: to explore your practical knowledge, plus to have protection from the interviewer errors. Suppose an interviewer is asking something. Don't think that interviewer is coming all of a sudden from sky, night to night, that is not coming from sky. They are also like you, more experience, they are coming for an interview. He may ask some wrong also. Who knows, correct or not? When he asks, you show the what is the wrong in that. If you know full subject, then you can show all these things. Correct or not? If you have good hairstyle, you can comb left side, right side, umbrella cutting, every cutting. If no hair on your head, ring road, bypass road only. Correct or not? Subject is like a hairstyle, fashion. That is a fashion. Not normal hair is not a fashion. Understand? Coding is your fashion. Correct? Right. So come to the point of it. So Srivastav. Yes, good. So Srivastav is saying, I will go, sir. With the laptop, you will go. Like that. Confidence you need to get it. So this is 0. And this imaginary will give you what? Imaginary. So here I will go for it. Now this is an answer now. Are you following me? Right. So this is about which concept? Complex. About complex, in further that will come once again. Okay, Bhumi. Okay, I will also go, sir. Nice students. Offline students, will you go? And don't say, sir, I don't have laptop. You don't say that. You have to go. And whether you'll go or not, I don't know, but you have to go. If you go now, you are next level student. Correct? But when I take an interview, I'll definitely ask from this one only. When I was in company, when I was in Java taking interview, I'll open my laptop first. Then it will come. I'll ask first question. What question I'll ask? Coding questions only I will ask. I never ask any theory questions. I'll ask coding questions only. You will say something. I will type it. Immediate answer will not come. So student is safe. I am safe. Next question. Another question. Wrong. 10 questions. 10 wrong. I will ask him, will you get a job? He will say, no, sir. Jump. There itself finalize. 10 answers, correct, correct. Who will not give offer letter? Everybody will give offer letter. Correct or not? No fishy. On spot, you have to finalize. To finalize it, you need to have strong subject. Correct? Yes, that is what you need to go for it. So, coming to the point back. Here I am going to say complex of it. Now I will go to this. These things you remember. Today you understand the meaning of what? Attributes. Very regularly these attributes will come. Some hundreds of attributes I will tell you. Hundreds of functions, thousands of functions I will tell you. So all the things you need to remember. Okay, students? So now I'll stop my class. So now it is 7:46. I'll stop. Are you getting my class? So can I increase a little bit speed, or this is okay, or little slow? Is it okay? Can I go little speed? Slow? This is okay? Okay. Are you getting boring in the class? Are you getting subject? Is your knowledge is increasing? Demo level classes good? Now good. Now good. Day by day, are you increasing your knowledge? Are you taking selfie at 6:10? Are you taking it 7:45? Watching this glow? Where is the glow is available? Are you watching? Now take one day, do that before subject listening, after subject listening, just to see that both the things. Just watch it one day. What is there? After learning subject, you are glow. Before subject, dull. Why? No subject. Correct? Before the class, no 1,000 rupees. After the class, 1,000 rupees. Confidence. I have money. Like that. Like how subject like. So do that. So, okay. Hemnath Sai. So new point every day. Nice. Good. So I'll stop my class. Tomorrow, sharp 6:10, class will start. Am I classing on time my class? Am I going deep subject? Anything less? Whatever I said in demo, same thing continuing. Still more only I will go. Daily, last, I will make you to sit on 20th floor. To look at down, nothing to look down. Only up only we need to go. Peak level, I will make you to learn the subject. Okay now? Try to enjoy and read the notes and come. If you don't read and come now, that day you are out of order. Is my advice. Thank you, students. All the best. Students who are in the online, am I audible, students? Vamshi. Vamshi.
Sir, good evening, sir.
Good evening, ma. Vamshi, tell me.
Sir, why can't we convert complex numbers into real values?
Complex numbers into
Real values.
real values.
Yes, sir.
నేను చెప్పలేదు కదా మా కన్వర్షన్ చెప్పాను నేను.
లేదు సార్. లైక్ ఏంటంటే ఒక థాట్ వచ్చింది. అయితే ఎందుకు థాట్ అలానే ఉంచుకోవడం అని అడుగుతున్నా సార్.
ఫర్దర్ గా అది కన్వర్షన్ కాదు, అది దానికి టెక్నిక్ ఉంటుంది కన్వర్షన్ చేయడానికి. రియల్ సెపరేట్ చేసి ఫ్లోట్ సెపరేట్ చేసి ఇప్పుడు తీసుకుంటే సెపరేట్ చేస్తేనే కదా వాల్యూస్ వచ్చింది.
సార్ లైక్ ఫ్లోట్ ని మనం ఇంటీజర్ లోకి మేనేజ్ చేస్తాం కదా సార్, ఇంట్ అనే ఒక ఫంక్షన్ లాగా తీసుకొని.
నేను చెప్తాను అవన్నీ క్లాస్ లో చెప్తాను అవన్నీ, సరేనా?
ఓకే సార్, థ్యాంక్ యూ సార్.
రైట్. Any more students having the doubt? Raise your hands. I will clarify your doubts. Raise your hand so that I can clarify your doubts. Maunika. Maunika. So,
Hello, sir. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, ma. Tell me.
In the interview of the questions by using hex of octave bin-off, how they will ask in the interview of questions, sir?
Base conversion functions, ma. Heading is there, na?
Yes, sir.
Already heading is there. Base conversion functions. Always heading you need to read. What are the various base conversion functions in Python?
Okay.
Yeah, heading.
And you said given examples, no, sir. By using conversion hexadecimal to decimal, they will give a large number or a smaller number, sir.
Anything, they won't give big number, small number only they will give. They will see how you know that technique.
By using these functions, we can print, sir.
You can do. You can do. That's what I'm saying. I already said this.
Okay, sir.
Right. Now.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, ma.
Sir, the scientific notations, the mathematical notes lo పంపిస్తారా, sir?
అవునమ్మా ఉంటది కదా అక్కడ రాస్తుంది ఆల్రెడీ నోట్స్ లో రాసింది కదా
Oh,
ఈక్వల్
okay,
టు
sir.
మ్యాంటిసా ఇంటూ ఇది ఆల్రెడీ నోట్స్ లో ఉంది కదా రోజు
Yes,
పంపిస్తున్నాం
sir.
కదా నోట్స్
అంటే అది మ్యాథమెటిక్స్ నోటేషన్స్ మీరు చేశారు కదా సార్, మ్యాథమెటిక్ ఈక్వేషన్స్ చేశారు కదా, అది వస్తుందా నోట్స్ లో?
ఇక్కడ ఉంటుంది కదా మ్యాంటిసా అంటే ఏంటి ఇక్కడ రాశాను కదా చూడండి ఇక్కడ
అది
3
క్లియర్.
ఇంటూ
ఓకే.
3
Yes,
ఇంటూ
sir.
e ఇంటూ 10 to the power of 2 3 into 10 to the power of 2 is called 300.0.
ఓకే సార్.
Right. Ali.
Hi, good evening, sir.
Good
Uh,
evening.
The examples that you mentioned, like which you wrote on the Python software 3.12. So can you please also add those like in notes too?
That I was already uploaded in Google link, I think, oh, my dear student. In the beginning, are you there? In the beginning sessions?
Yeah, I was there. Yep, I was there. I didn't
uh,
miss any session. I got my Google link, but I was only able to see the 2 days only, the yesterday and the day before, not the notes before that one.
that class actually I was already uploaded in demo links, my dear student. This part, features of Python, like data, somewhere else, getting started with this one. You are asking about this one, na?
Yeah, this one also, and also like for example today, like which you like wrote like all these codes and the questions on the Python program. So if
But
you
I'm going
copy
to
also
this
like on these notes too.
no, actually from last 2 days onwards I'm keeping into some official link. I think you are there in that, correct?
Yeah, I'm there in that. Yep.
You are there. The older one, that like Python versions, that was there in the old link.
I don't have all link.
Old link is not there, huh? Okay, after
No.
1 or 2 days I will keep this before this notes whatever is there, I'll keep it into one zip file, Ali, so that you can download that. Okay, na? Just give me
Okay,
2 days time.
Sure. And I was also trying to download these notes. It was not giving me an option. So is it like locked by you, or I cannot download?
No, you can download. All the students who are there in the Google Drive class, they can download. They will click on that file and right click, open a new tab, and then you can download. Download option will be there.
Okay. Maybe I will try that. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, right. My dear students, any more doubts? Please students, take care. All the best. Don't miss tomorrow class. Very, very important. And no more doubts are there now. No more hand raising symbols are available. Tomorrow class, I'll go for further. Thank you, students.